Hey guys, in this video, I want to share with you some inspiring intermittent fasting results. And you're going to see some before and after pictures from some of my clients who've used a really simple intermittent fasting protocol that has led to some pretty inspiring changes. So stick with me for just a moment. I'm going to show you two amazing transformations that I think will really have your eyes opening. Hey guys, Yuri Elkaim here, New York Times bestselling author, registered holistic nutritionist, and fitness and health expert, here to help you make your life healthier, fitter, and more prosperous. And I want to share with you in this video two really cool transformations from two of our clients. One is a woman, one is a man, and how they've used intermittent fasting and a very specific protocol that I've been using with clients for years to finally lose the weight that they were having so much trouble trying to lose. Now, I don't know if you can relate to this, but you may have tried every diet under the sun and you may have lost weight and then put it back on, or you've tried everything and really nothing has worked. You know, the weight didn't budge, it's frustrating, downright depressing, and you feel like giving up. And I understand what you're going through if you've been in that scenario, because I've helped hundreds of thousands of men and women in that very same position. And it's the very reason why I turned to intermittent fasting and a very unique food cycling formula that is kind of a proprietary methodology to me that I kind of developed out of the necessity to help my clients who are dealing with those very same issues. So what I want to do is I want to tell you the story of, first of all, a guy named Patrick. Now, Patrick came to us a couple years ago, and he was, heavy, overweight, and, he had a young son, about 2 years old, but he was working from morning until night, didn't have the energy to spend time with his son after work, and just found that his life was kind of spiraling out of control. He was kind of on the sidelines, not really the lead actor in his life anymore, and he just really felt crummy about the way he looked. His clothes didn't fit, and things just weren't working the way he wanted them to. So he started using my food cycling formula, which includes a 1-day fast. Now, when I talk about this food cycling formula, it's actually a 5-day food cycle where you have some days high, some days low, some days yes, some days no. That's basically the rhyme that I use. And it's essentially some days we have higher caloric intake, other days we have lower caloric intake. And without getting too nitty gritty, I keep it really simple for you to understand. But let's just talk about how intermittent fasting within that protocol has really helped Patrick, as well as a lot of other clients, achieve amazing results. So we'll have a before and after picture of Patrick here if we haven't already, and you'll see what happened after just 2 months. Patrick lost 30 pounds and 12 inches following my protocol. And I'm not going to go into the nitty-gritties of the protocol here, but one of the biggest revelations that he found during that journey was that intermittent fasting was a huge benefit to what he was doing, because if he was busy at work, he didn't want to have to think about what to eat. So he had that 1 day of kind of respite, of reprieve, of not having to worry about constantly thinking about food. Very liberating. And a lot of people who've gone through a 1-day fast have noticed the same thing. So Patrick, is one of our most really inspiring transformation stories, because, he really was somebody who put in the work, did his due diligence, if you will, with respect to eating well, incorporating a 1-day fast, and also exercised appropriately. Now, I've also got another video on how to use intermittent fasting to lose weight and 3 specific tips to do that. And in that video, I'll share what Patrick did with respect to exercise to help him. But here, I just want to share his little story with you and how he lost 30 pounds and 12 inches in just 2 months. I mean, that's pretty amazing, right? Now, if you're a woman watching this, you might be thinking, okay, well, that's cool, work for a man, but will it work for a woman? And the answer is yes. There's lots of women we've been able to help transform. We actually have another video talking about transformation results with intermittent fasting, specifically with 2 of our other clients that you can check out as well, and they are both women. But here, I want to tell you a little story about Michelle. Now, Michelle is somebody who was, again, in her early 40s, not really feeling great about herself, just kind of like blah, heavier, not holding herself with, much confidence, wearing clothes that were purposely too big. Honestly, she was telling me that she was wearing like an extra large t-shirt just because it would be baggy so that it wasn't form-fitting. That's kind of how self-conscious she was about her body. She had really bad cravings, skin outbreaks, just really addicted to sugar, and was kind of spiraling out of control without really much hope of what to do. So again, Michelle did the same protocol. We did a 1-day fast once a week. She followed our 5-day food cycling formula. And in just 2 months, again, she lost 18 pounds and was finally fitting into her favorite clothes. And for her, it was kind of, it wasn't the easiest thing to do, but she sent us before and after pictures, and you can check them out on the video. And you can see how, her midsection is just really tightened up. She looks more confident. Her body is more toned. And that's just some of the things that can happen when you're incorporating a 1-day fast into your weekly routine. So Michelle is a great example of what you can do no matter your age or your health status with a 1-day fast. And it's really, really cool because it's amazing to see clients like this just light up and see like them come back to life, because there's nothing worse. And the reason I do what I do in terms of helping people just live their best life is that living a life where you're a shadow of your true self really sucks. It's not fun to live like that. And I've been there, I've gone through that journey, and there's a lot of people who are currently in that place, and I really want to end their suffering. I want to end suffering for as many people as possible, because I want your friends, your family to live an abundant life, and abundant in the sense of happiness, health, finances, whatever is important to you, because that's the best way to live. That's what we're on this planet to do. And there's no point in being depressed and overweight and lethargic and tired and sad and broke. That's not a way to live. That's not the way the universe or God intended us to live this life. And so that's why I do what I do, because I really believe that you're here on a purpose. You have an amazing gift or message to share with others. And being healthy and vibrant is important because your body is the vehicle to help you move to that greater purpose, that bigger vision, that bigger future of yours. So that's why I wanted to share these 2 stories with you in this video. And if you found them inspiring, share it with your friends. Be sure to subscribe to the channel, because I've got hundreds of more awesome videos to help you live a healthier, fitter, and more prosperous life. And before we finish off, I've got a free resource for you. It's called the Intermittent Fasting Cheat Sheets. And if you want to learn how to do intermittent fasting safely and properly, because there's some protocols out there that are not the safest, like doing a 30-day fast. That's not what we're talking about here. But I'm going to show you 3 ways you can incorporate intermittent fasting into your life, and you can choose which one works best for your lifestyle. Plus, I'm going to share with you the answers to 19 of the most commonly asked questions about intermittent fasting, and I'm going to give you the science-backed answers. So it's not just my opinion. So that's going to save you a lot of time from searching the web all over the place and watching 100 YouTube videos, unless of course you want to watch mine, which is totally cool in that sense. But otherwise, it's going to help you get better results faster, and it's going to save you a lot of time and a lot of frustration. So I hope you've enjoyed this video. Let me know your thoughts below. And if you have any questions, I'm here to help you out, and I look forward to seeing you in the next video.